everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Allison, and today we're going to be talking about the secrets of self-publishing. I'm sorry about this background situation. I am currently redoing my room during quarantine. It was a long time coming, but this is the perfect time to do it. I have 2 bookshelves coming in the mail, so my books are kind of just crammed in here, and I'm kind of just in like the corner of my room, but I will soon have a large space to film again, so don't worry, there will be a reorganization video and a tour and a room tour kind of thing, so look out for that because I'm really proud of my new room and what my mom and I have done with it. This is no way anything revolutionary, I'm not gonna lie. These are just things that I personally have learned from. I could make an entire series about this. If you are interested, I could make this like an ongoing thing, so let me know down below if you want to hear more of my secrets of self-publishing, because I'm still self-publishing, I'm still learning, and it's always going to be a learning experience for me. But today I'm going to talk about 5 things that I learned and the secrets of self-publishing that I have for you. The first one is all about editors. This means hire the correct editors with credentials and ask for a sample edit. This is so important, and I'm going to tell you a little lesson that I learned when I was publishing Dark Radiance. So, just, this one gets me a little heated because I get agitated at myself for my stupidity. So, when I was looking for editors, I watched a ton of YouTube videos and I researched a lot. And I don't remember who or where I found it, but someone mentioned to me the website Readsy. And here you could research editors and cover designers, just anywhere where someone is freelancing and kind of get an idea of what you are looking for. For me, I was not looking for a developmental edit with Dark Radiance because I had beta read it into the ground and critique partnered it into the ground. So I didn't really need that sense of the editing process. That's something that maybe later on down the line with the other books I will be looking for, but right now that wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for someone to edit the entire manuscript and really dig in and find the punctuation, grammatical, you know, anything that just stood out to them, line editing. And so when I found an editor on Readsy that I thought I would like, I ended up hiring her for an exorbitant amount of money. I mean, I think it was over $500. FYI, it was not worth $500. So I got these edits back. They seemed really lackluster, I would say. It was like a period here, a comma there, just like random little things. It wasn't what I was looking for, not the line editing I was looking for, what I hired her for. And, you know, I was like, you know, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe my previous edits of myself weren't that bad as I thought. Because for me, I can't edit my own work. It's really hard for me to step back and read my own work and edit it in a grammatical way just because I'm so close to the story. But I can edit other people's work. So I was like, maybe I just like surprised myself and I was able to do it. Newsflash, I wasn't. I had that done, and then I went through and read one last read through of the story, made sure everything made sense, the storyline went together cohesively, and all of that jazz. And I didn't change a lot. I didn't really change anything. Maybe a word here, split a sentence up here, you know, just little things that wouldn't be a large amount for a last pass through. And I ended up printing out a chapter for my creative writing class because I had to write 3 stories, and one of them could be from something you were currently working on in a bigger piece. I wanted to see how my classmates would receive the story, but before I turned it in, I gave it to my mother because my mother should have been an editor in another life. I still think she should be an editor. I think she should open her own editing thing. She's magical with editing. So I handed this to my mom to kind of read through, make sure nothing was like glaring. And my mom was like, "Did you get this edited?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, it's not, no, like, whoever edited this missed glaring details." And I was like, uh-oh. So then at the end, I ended up trying to find another editor and paying, I think it was another $500. So I spent $1,000 on editing when I could have spent just $500 like I had planned. Now that might not be like a huge thing for other people. I have heard people spend way over $1,000 for editing, but for me, I wasn't looking for the developmental edits. So luckily, I have an author friend who was like, go to this editor. They're amazing. You'll be so happy. So I emailed them. I was like, I'm really close to a deadline. I need this done. Are you able to do it? And she was like, yeah, I actually am just finishing up a project. I was looking for a new one. I will be able to do this. So she got me back my manuscript, and let me tell you, there were so many like little things that needed to be fixed and sentences that were kind of wonky and like just like things that should have been pointed out. So if you are going to get an editor, make sure you ask for a sample edit and ask for their credentials. What else have they edited? And then if you want to, go to those books, open up the Kindle app and just read a sample of the books that they've edited, and it will tell you if they are qualified to edit your manuscript or if their editing style is what you are looking for. That's my like biggest piece of advice. Research covers and cover designers in your genre. I did this a ton. Anytime I would see a book cover that I liked or had elements in it that I enjoyed, I would take a picture with it, or I'd write the book down, and I compiled a portfolio of covers that I really, really enjoyed. Then when I found the cover designer, which side note, I was very picky about who I chose to do my cover design. I paid a little bit more for my cover, but it has been so worth it. Because I had this portfolio, I was able to give it to the cover designer and say, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, here's elements that I want on my book, and here's the tagline. And I really gave her full range of what she thought my book should look like and the genre and all of that. So I got a cover that I really loved. If you don't know, this is what Dark Radiance's cover looks like. I really like it. It goes with my genre, which is an urban dark fantasy. And this cover is one that I get complimented all the time on, at work, at signings, anywhere that I go that has to do with my book. I get so many compliments on it, and it looks beautiful on the shelf. Number 3 is something that I learned, and I think this is a mistake that a lot of self-published authors do with their first go around, and that is don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on promotional things. When you're fresh out of the gate, it is a lot of learning to marketing, and for me, I learned a lot from different authors who came before me, but that doesn't mean I didn't make the mistake. You don't need thousands of bookmarks. You don't need buttons and knickknacks and just stuff that they try to sell you on all of the like marketing websites. Those things will get stuck in the back of your closet for years and years, and you'll regret buying them. Learn marketing tools that don't cost you a ton of money. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, your website. You know, it's nice to have some bookmarks. Buy some, but don't go out and buy a bulk of bookmarks that are just going to sit in the back of your closets. Number 4 is the inside of your book matters. Now, you don't have to necessarily do anything fancy in the inside of your book, but have it formatted correctly. I learned how to format my book from YouTube. If you type in how to format your book on YouTube, a bunch of videos come up, and just pick from there and learn. I formatted mine on Microsoft Word. I'd be willing to do a tutorial on it, but like I said, I learned from YouTube, and that's just the easiest way, I feel like. And then I added what I wanted. So you don't have to do anything fancy. For example, I put feathers on my chapter headers, but that's not necessary when you're self-publishing. I just preferred that, and I wanted that. Look up books in your genre and see what they do. Do they put something above the chapter heading? Do they just put a number? Do they put a design on the top? Do whatever is common with your genre, but make it your own as well. But it does matter, because a lot of times when I look at self-published books and I look at them on ebooks or anything like that, I do find the cover's beautiful and everything like that, but the inside of the book kind of gets left behind, and you have to think about it as a full package moment that you're giving the reader. It's a full experience. The fifth and final tip I have for you is Ingram can be the devil, but we also love it. Now, a lot of people don't publish through Ingram Spark, but if you do, let me tell you, it can be the devil, and it can get confusing. But don't be afraid to reach out to other self-published authors like myself. Bethany Altazada has really great advice about Ingram on her channel. Find out exactly how to upload onto Ingram. For me, I did make some mistakes, but I had a code so I didn't have to pay for my mistakes, but it can get expensive. So just make sure that you are uploading the correct document. There's no mistakes, because you don't want to pay $50 and up over and over again. Also, I want to point out that Ingram Spark's customer service has been way better lately. I've had multiple issues. I had books get lost in the mail. That was really fun. I still haven't gotten those books, but they're on their way. Right now with COVID, it's kind of hard to get stuff into the mail. So that has been an issue, but their customer service has been very, very helpful in all of the chaos that is going on, and I just wanted to point that out. If you are having an issue, don't be afraid to call, use their chat. I use the chat a lot, or the email system. That way, someone can email you, you're not sitting on the phone, or someone's just chatting remotely with you, and it's been really, really great. So I thought I'd mention that, but let me tell you, Ingram was the devil for me, and I can make a whole story time about me losing my mind. It is Ingram Spark. And those are 5 of my secrets to self-publishing. If you want me to do more of these kinds of videos, let me know down below. I have so much more advice that comes with self-publishing, but this video has gotten very long because I like to talk and hear myself speak. So I am going to just leave it with the 5 today. Let me know down below your secrets to self-publishing, and I will see you next time in Wonderland, loves. Bye!